All right, what's going on? All right, so I just took a look at the market to see what was going on. Um, I identified a few pairs that I'd like to keep an eye on this week. This here was a trade from maybe last week or week before. So I'll just go ahead and get rid of those. Um, all right, so GN is one I'm going to keep my eye on. It's one of my favorite pairs. It's playing around this area, finding resistance here on the zone. Just getting a little closer. Waiting for it to make a move to give me some kind of confirmation. But ultimately, I am looking for it to go down, but I don't predict the market. I just react to it. Um, so GN is one I'll be keeping an eye on. GU, I'm waiting to see how price reacts around this trend line. We had 1, 2, 3 touches here. Price broke above. Um, I just one more candles to print. Then maybe by 9 o'clock tonight, we'll see where this current candle closes. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We'll see where this candle closes. And if it closes above, then we'll probably buy it up to the zone, if it makes sense. So from the trend line to the zone is about 90 pips, 85 pips. So we'll just wait until 9 o'clock to see how it plays out, how the candle actually forms, and we'll be able to react to the market in a much safer manner opposed to just jumping in now and it could go either way. ACAD, ACAD stopped here last week. I can see the level of resistance over here, support over here. We got this nice engulfing candle up here. But I'd like to see more candles print. Ultimately, I wanted to come back down to the zone. But if it stops here in this area like it did, could very well be a good confirmation. But again, I'll wait till 9 o'clock to see where this candle closes. If it closes as a buy candle, then we know the market found support here on its previous resistance. So we'll look to buy it up to the next zone, which is about 100 pips. And then we'll put our stop loss just below the zone, the top of the zone. But let's wait for more candles for the candle to actually print and close, so we can see what we up against. Yeah. Okay. EA is approaching my zone now. I see it finding support here, along with previous support in the past, previous resistance, previous support. So I looking to see what price is actually doing. I just want to give us more candles as well. Just wait on another candle to actually close. That would be about 370 pips if it was to go up. But like I say, let's just wait for more confirmation. Let the market tell us what to do. We don't have to rush. We have a whole week ahead of us. So we'll just see how this one plays out when more candles are formed. So I'm going to just drop a line here where price stopped. Look back in the past, support, resistance, support. All right, so I like that area there. Find the floor, we buy to the ceiling. Find the floor, buy to the ceiling. So let's give this one until 9 o'clock as well. Let the candle print show us what's going on, and then we could make a move. AUDCHF, gonna keep my eye on this one. I also would like to see where this current candle closes. There's a small gap here. The sell candle closed down here on Friday, opened up here. So I want to see where it's closed at 9 o'clock, next 3 hours. USD CHF, we have a double top here, but when I look back in the past on this level here where price stopped, I see a lot of support, resistance. See a lot of support and resistance along this line. So I'm gonna keep my eye out on this one as well, just to keep a. So by tomorrow this one might be ready. Ain't no need to rush. Like I say, I actually have a few pairs that I like that look pretty good. This long wick here showed me that price tried to go up and fail, so it really could go either way. And we don't try to predict the market; we just react to it. So let's let a few more candles form, and then we'll know what to do. The market will tell us. UCAD, I had a sell limit on this last week. I didn't like how it was looking because price closed inside my zone here. So this engulfing candle is why I took the trade last week. I had the limit here on the body, the candle that got engulfed. Price ended up closing above in the zone, found resistance, and it came down at least so we could close out in profit last week. Some people probably still holding on to this. By 9 o'clock, we'll have a better understanding of how the market wants to move this week. It could very well still be a solid trade, but I closed out before the weekend. It was 70. It was a 70 pip trade. So we'll just have to see how it plays out. I just want to look for NJ right quick. Take a look at NJ. So NJ had a small gap as well. I'm still holding on to this trade just to see. It didn't activate us yet, but price closed inside the zone, so I want to see price come out and close below the zone. UJ, I see this long wick here. I see the price is trending here. We have one touch here, two touch here. So I actually want to put a sell stop on it here to ride it all the way down to the line where price turn around the pass for about 80 pips. But the long wick, the doji plus the long wick, I want to place a sell stop here. Sell stop and ride it down. It would be even better if we get price to go up to the zone, up to the trend line to show that it's still respecting it and then drop. I'd like that too. So let me just set an alert on that on the trend line. Look for price close. And once I get this notification, then I'll actually pay attention to see when this candle closes to see if it gives me a wick and if price closes below and wicks the trend line. If I get a notification, I mean price actually touched the trend line. And if the candle closes below, then we can look to sell and we'll get a much better entry than the sell stop. So I'm just going to set an alert. One second. Okay, so gold. Still waiting for gold to open, but along my line, I see support and I see resistance. I'm looking for the market to find support here, and we could ride it up. If you look at the big picture, price has been trending up, breaking the zone, retesting it, breaking the zone, retesting it, and then what it did was it kind of price barely could have moved in this area, and it finally broke out. So I don't know if you guys can see this good. So now price is forced to make a move. It's respecting this trend line and this trend line. Price finally broke out. It gave us a retest here. We missed this move here, but let's see if we can catch this one here where it's showing us previous resistance. The doji form when the market closed. So when it opens up, I'm going to look to buy this. What I'm going to do is the distance in between where price started to move in this wedge. Just going to clone this. It broke out here. So I'm looking for price to actually move this much, but I put my take profit here as a safer take profit. This is price action. Price action. So we can keep an eye on gold as well. GBP CHF. I see it starting the trend upward with one touch here, two touch here. It didn't really touch here. It didn't really touch here, but it closed above the last touch on the trend line. It closed above, showed me that the market wants to go up. That's what I look for. To me, that's a double bottom. That's how I trade a double bottom. First touch here, second one higher than the first touch. So that's a strong indication to me that the price is going to move up to the next zone. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this. 3 hours still left on this candle. We'll probably put a sell limit on it here for when price comes back down. This price is gonna play around in this area for a little while, seeing that it's Sunday. So we can still probably put a limit on here. This is a 23 pip risk trade, shooting for 160 pips. And I'm looking at this last turnaround here as my final take profit. So this would be my take profit 1. This would be my take profit 2. Let's drop the raise so y'all can see. Take profit 1. Take profit 2. Take profit 3. 3. TP2. TP1. So if we was to enter, if the sell limit activates, this will be 40, 50 pips to TP1, 100 pips to TP2, and 160 to TP3. But that's provided the price comes back down to activate the limit. So I'll let you guys know about this one. That was GBP CHF. We have another double bottom here on the same trade, GBP CHF. What is playing with me? So I have two different charts for GBP CHF. But I say and buy on the two of them. Never have had this happen. The good thing is I have the two of them going up. So I probably need to put a buy stop on this one. Settings, buy stop. And we'll also set an alert on this. Add alert. And also set an alert on this trend line to see if we can get a better entry. Two, 284. $2,300. 284. Let me see where price is now. Okay, so the on chart looks more similar to my chart with FX choice. Either way, it gaps. So I'm gonna wait till 9 o'clock for this one, or wait till one of the alerts go off. I'm not gonna give out that trade now. This would be intraday trade. This is only 50 pips, but the confirmation that I have is that I see price finding a lot of support here, which also is resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, and the fact that price found support here, I'm looking to buy this up all the way up to the next zone. So that would be 50 pips. That's NZD CHF. NZD USD price came into the zone. It found resistance. It gave this engulfing candle inside the zone. That's the only thing I don't like about this one is that it's inside the zone, but I'm still looking for price to come back up to the body of the candle that got engulfed. We could wait on 9 o'clock to see how this candle actually closes, and then we'll have a better idea. So you don't need to rush to hurry you plug in a trade. We could take our time, wait for the market to actually print some candles to show us. You don't have to rush with this one. This could be a trade for Monday, Tuesday. You don't have to rush for this one tonight. And if this one's already started to drop, we just miss it, and that's fine. You don't have to chase the market. All right, so that's all I have. I went over GBP NCD already. But so I have UJ. I have UJ with a possible sell stop. NJ with a possible, well, I have this one plugged in already. Gold, waiting to see how gold actually opens. When gold opens to see where it is, but because of previous resistance and price possibly finding support here, we're looking to buy this one. That's gold. GBP CHF. We have a buy and a buy, both buys. That's a huge difference in price between these two different brokers. And I think on FX Choice it has a different price as well. 9.2. So it's kind of in the middle of these two with FX Choice. But nonetheless, GBP CHF is a buy for both of them. NZD CHF, we're looking for a buy as well, a short buy, intraday trade. And NU, we're looking at the sell, but we can wait and see how things play out. So that's all I have for now. I will be dropping some charts in the Telegram. I'll let you guys know if I make a move before 9 o'clock. But as of right now, I'm not entering any trades. I'm not setting any trades. I want to see how the candles close at 9 o'clock. But I just want to give you all my market outlook. And if I was to calculate these right now, it would be like 80, 200, not even counting gold, 360, 410, 47, that's 470 pips potential. I know we won't get these exact entries, so it won't be that much. We probably enter, like if we was to take this trade, probably wouldn't get this perfect entry where this is 62 pips. We might get down here where we only get 40 pips or 50 pips. But as of right now, 470, 460 pips potential just by looking at the charts. You guys have a great week, an amazing trading week, and I hope that you guys be able to double and triple your trading accounts. Have a good day.